right, I've got another tricky question.
Yep.
This one is from Anthony on Facebook, who says, how much does all this cost? And he was particularly referring to this Starlet.
Yep.
And his second question is, do you do car installs? Which is a good question. Of course we do, yes. Mm-hmm. So the first one, how much does all this cost, is interesting because I think there should be an open book on what it costs.
Yep.
Things should be itemised. So if we roughly know how many hours have you done? And we've estimated the end is another 50, so...
It's about 100 hours.
100 hours?
For labour.
Yep.
And that covers all the custom work, so the kicks, the sub enclosure, mid enclosures, amp setup, amp covers. There's actually quite a lot of fab work in it, making it all fit.
Yeah, I think when I was looking at the timesheets, there's it's close to 100 hours to complete, and we've forecast some of those hours, and we've got probably 2,500 in consumables, cable, sound deadening, batteries maybe a bit more, but so call it 2.5. So if we said at a reasonable rate of say $100 an hour, 80 hours plus your consumables plus some bits and pieces, and maybe $15,000, do you think?
Yeah, around there roughly.
When we tally it all up. So the value of the car is, I think this is the point where I've noticed a couple of other comments is, why are you doing this to a Starlet? And I take it by that people are saying that the car's only worth maybe $1,000 and you're putting in $15,000 worth of effort plus the equipment on top of that, so call it $17,000.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah, it's hard to answer that, but people often misconstrue how much labour is worth, and they often associate it with what the car or the gear is worth.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a $300 speaker or a $30,000 speaker, and yes, they do exist.
Yeah.
Building a custom enclosure is still building a custom enclosure, and very much the same with even just integrating the audio with amps and wiring and stuff like that. Just because it might be a certain car doesn't mean all of a sudden you can use cheap cable. You can't defy physics, so you still have to use good quality cable, good quality sound deadening, and all your components and everything that are associated as well. It's very much the same as if it was this or a Mercedes.
100%.
It really doesn't affect anything. The cable that we've used in here, I also use in my Mustang, that you also use in your Cube, that I've also used in Porsches, Audis, and many other high-end cars as well. It's install is install. It's just how it is.
So I think Sarah's going to be pretty happy. Do we do installs? Yes, we do. This particular one, it's on the house, and a lot of people think it's a bit crazy, but we also believe very strongly in giving back to the community, and that's our community of fellow car audio enthusiasts. And if Sarah is paying us generously in caramel slice, which is yet to be seen.
Yeah, I actually think we need to go on strike.
It's yet to be seen.
No caramel slice here.
But there are a couple of others coming up. We have another very big community build coming up, and we have got guys like Jay from Profound Sound.
He's been helping out a lot.
Jay's been great.
Whilst my fingers were recovering, or still recovering.
So like-minded guys getting involved. We're all very passionate about it, and that's what really sets us apart. So do we do installs? Yes, we do, and more than happy to talk to you about your install and what you're looking for. But very much come from an enthusiast perspective. So we're supplying equipment that we really truly believe in, and we're not going to sell you something that we don't believe in.
Yes.
Similarly, installation, we want to put the best that we think is suited to the owner of the car. It's very much a bespoke approach. It's what will make it unique for them, what they truly want,
and will also hopefully achieve what they're actually chasing.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, a lot of people don't take enough time going through that with people, with clear expectations. It's a lot of things are generally assumed, which is something that we try and obviously take a very different approach on. Whether that's how it sounds or how it's going to look, and what they really are looking for. Everyone's got a different way of explaining what audio they like. And it does take time to go through that and work out what they're actually particularly after.
To deconstruct it, and then being able to put it together in some physical terms.
If you get 10 guys in a room and they all go, I like really nice audio. You can put a really nice,
What does that mean?
you can get a really nice set of towers. They could be $50,000 home audio towers, all Class A, absolutely beautiful. I guarantee you, all of them will say the same thing. I'm passionate about audio, I'm into it, I want sound quality, this and that. And they're all going to have a completely different idea of how those towers sounded. And it takes experience and time to be able to deconstruct what they're asking for and actually turn that into something, because everybody's different. It's not as simple as, say, getting a race engine built for a car, which goes, how long does this have to last and how much power? It's very different than that. There's a lot of different variables that go into it.
So I hope that answers your question, Anthony. And thanks for watching the channel, and stay tuned, guys. See you later.